What's going down, everybody? It's Llama, and welcome to episode 2 of Operation Save CoD. And in this one, we're going to be talking about weapon balancing. And I've taken a little trip back to Black Ops 1 for a very good reason. Not just because it was just a good game gameplay-wise, but for the fact that this is, in my opinion, the most balanced game in the Call of Duty franchise. At least weapon-wise. In this game, the weapons were extremely balanced, and that made the gameplay a lot more fun, in my opinion. For the assault rifles, there was a lot of people that said that the FAMAS was the most powerful, and that was, or the most used, and that was the case. The FAMAS was clearly the lead weapon in the assault rifle category. The Galil shortly behind it, though. A lot of people use the FAMAS, a lot use the Galil. You had other weapons in the assault rifle class. My favorite, the AK-47. You had the Commando as well. Some people use the G11. The AUG was pretty good. And then you had those weapons that not many people use, the M16, the Enfield, MK14. Or in that game, it was just the M14. And then you have like the FAL. And not many people use those weapons. But as you can see, my point with the assault rifles, those were leading the game, in my opinion. And they had weapons that could compete with each other. You didn't have to use a specific weapon to do well. So basically, if you weren't playing with that powerful weapon, you weren't going to get your ass kicked. You could play with other weapons and still compete. As far as the SMGs go, they weren't as balanced. The clear front runner back in Black Ops 1 was the AK-74U. That was clearly the best submachine gun in Black Ops 1. The Uzi, I don't think anybody used that weapon. You had the PM63. Nobody used that. The MPL, some people did use that. It was a it was moderately balanced. It was an alright weapon. Then you had the Spectra, the Kypris, which is what I was using to start out this gameplay. I've picked up a Commando since then, but the Kypris wasn't a bad submachine gun. Then the Mac 11, nobody used that. The MP5K also was a decent weapon. And then you had the Scorpion, which had no recoil whatsoever and had the highest damage. I'm surprised not a lot of people use that. But as you can see, these weapons, for the most part, are balanced. And this right here is something else. You have to continue this trend of being able to select kill streaks. Because right there, I just got the Blackbird, and I was trying to call it in, and got my chopper gunner right when I called it in. So I'm forced to use the damn chopper. I'm standing in the middle of the frickin' building right there, and I'm not behind any cover. So that's kind of stupid, but it's a good thing that we have that now where we can select kill streaks when we want. So that's good. That's something that has evolved in Call of Duty. Thank God for that. But what I want to cover today is, Treyarch, you need to keep this up right here for Black Ops 1. You guys obviously went off the edge, and you went the wrong way with Black Ops 2 as far as weapon balancing goes. From this game being assault rifle SMG dominated, and then the shotguns were on the bottom, the LMGs were on the bottom, snipers were difficult to use. This is correct right here in Black Ops 1. This is how the balancing should be. But then you went to Black Ops 2, and the snipers were fucking crazy easy to use. They were insane. Anybody could use the damn snipers. I could have no hands and be blind, and I could still use snipers successfully. You had the shotguns in Black Ops 2. The R870 was crazy overpowered. The KSG was just amazing at any range. And then you had the pistols, the backup pistols, just the secondaries. People could run around with a B-23R or a Cap-40 and completely wreck people. No matter what gun you were using, you were going to get destroyed with those backup weapons. So I think a lot of the focus in this next game, whether it's Black Ops 3 or whatever it is, it needs to go into making the guns balanced. Make everything balanced. That is the point. There's no point in having these weapons that suck ass. Come out with these weapons that are evenly balanced so people can mix it up a little bit and use other weapons and be kind of go out of their shell normally, and they can use other weapons without getting their ass kicked. You cannot go into a game and have it to where only one weapon is going to be used just because you use anything else and you get your ass whooped. You cannot have that. With Advanced Warfare, it's pretty much BAL 27 or you die. That's it. And look at this dude in the back of the spawn. Are you serious? You use a BAL 27 or you get your ass handed to you. And then it's gone to the ASM-1, you use that or you get your ass handed to you. That's it. Those two weapons, that's it. That's all I see in Advanced Warfare. Do not go that route. Make the weapons balanced. I cannot stress this anymore. With Black Ops 1, you had it right. So now look at this right here. Yep, perks. Perks are going to be another video. I don't know if it's going to be the next episode of this series or not, but the perks, that's something right there that I'm going to address for sure. But I think just the way you need to do the weapons, Black Ops 1 needs to be your mold. You need to go back to the way that you did things in Black Ops 1. Because the way it should be assault rifles, SMGs dominating the game. It shouldn't be, you know, shotguns that are more powerful than everything, or these snipers that anybody can use, or you know, secondaries that are ridiculous. In Black Ops 2, the LMGs were crazy when combined with a target finder. When combined with a target finder, they were insane. Nobody could die using that. So what you need to do is just go back to this system in Black Ops 1, and I think you'll be alright. But anyway, the reason why I think this will be a good idea is just for the fact that it'd just be better for the game. I think that people would be more, and people want to talk about competitive nowadays, that'd be more competitive. It'd make people comfortable in the game to where they can use other weapons. They don't feel like they're forced to use a certain weapon. And that can kill a game for someone, I think, more than anything, besides lag, is that you feel like you're forced to use a weapon that you don't want to use. You want to use other weapons, but you can't because you'll get dominated. So that's something that they really need to fix. But anyway, guys, leave your comments down below with what you thought on this episode. What are your guys' feelings on the weapons? What kind of weapons would you guys like to see in the next game, whether it's Black Ops 3 or whatever it is? But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.